you are. I've articulated to you that you are illegally detaining me. And because you choose to abuse your authority and
suspect possible criminal activity, I'm here to investigate it, which means now you're detained, okay? Because I'm here. You were the one that was described. This is the van that was described. This is the license plate that was described. Okay. Is this your van?
You guys realize that the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that you do not, and it is not, a privilege of your freedoms to film us. Now we get to meet one another. How are you doing? What's going on with you following me? Are you an investigator of some sort?
Can I ask why you pulled me over, sir?
I pulled you over because the young ladies came over there and said you've been following her since she left the airport yesterday. So I want to know who you are.
Have I committed a crime?
No, but I'm conducting an investigation. Have you been following that young lady? I mean, if you're an investigator, investigate away. But if you're somebody harassing her or stalking her, that's against the law. Me pulling you over to find out who you are is me doing my job.
You mind getting that light out of my eyes?
Sir, it's nighttime. I don't know you from Adam's house cat. I don't know if you have weapons in here.
You see both my hands right here.
Well, I don't know if you have weapons in here, man. So I'm going to keep my flashlight right here where it is. I don't have it in your face. That would be in your face. I have it down. I'm trying to show you that respect. I'm illuminating the vehicle for my safety. Now, would you agree that I've answered every question you've asked me? And all I asked you was one simple question.
Am I free to go?
No, you are not. Not until I find out who you are. I'm conducting an investigation. Do you have your driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance on you?
Have you pulled me for a traffic violation, sir?
No, sir. I've already explained that to you. Now, you can play the back and forth rigmarole all you want to. I've explained to you why I pulled you over.
Okay, and you didn't have PC. I'm not suspected of committing a crime.
The probable cause is that you've been following this young lady, and she...
Do you know that, sir? Did you see that? Did you see that, Deputy?
You came back by. Why'd you come back by?
I don't have to answer questions.
Okay, you don't have to answer questions. Okay? You do have to identify yourself.
Sir, if you suspect me of committing a crime or about to commit a crime, I have to identify myself. You have no probable cause to pull me for a traffic violation. I asked you why you pulled me.
Because the young lady said that you've been following her since yesterday.
So you believe everything everyone says to you?
I'm conducting an investigation.
Okay. Well, you conduct right away, sir. At this point in time, I elect to not say anything. I elect to speak to say anything without having my attorney present. That would be Eric Friday.
Call him. Call him. Tell him to come up here. We're at the 8100 block of Arlington Express.
Just so you're aware, you're being videotaped.
I do not care. Do you get my good side? My right side is usually my best side.
Yeah, there's no good side on the cop's face.
Well, you're one of those people.
Yeah, it's one of those people. Yeah, and you're one of those people, right? Gun and badge grant extra rights, right?
No, it doesn't grant me an extra rights.
Yeah.
How about you
do your job and honor your oath?
Telling me that somebody's been following her since yesterday? Yeah, I'm investigating.
Yeah, and you just take everything everyone comes up to you. Okay, I just said someone pull a gun on me. You gonna go investigate that?
I sure would. Who pulled a gun on you?
Yeah.
Who pulled a gun on you? Someone pull a gun on you?
I don't answer questions, Deputy.
You don't answer questions. You just stalk young ladies. Just stand by them. Stand by.
Am I free to go?
No, sir, not yet.
What am I being detained for, sir?
Hey, when I get around to get my car where it needs to be, I'll explain to you.
Hey, buddy, what's going on here?
Name and badge number, sir?
Simpson 66190.
Masinsin, M-A-S-I-N-S-I-N. Sir, I'd like to know why I'm being detained.
No, someone's saying that you're claiming you're stalking them. Are you an investigator or anything?
Okay, let me make this clear, sir. I'm not giving you a hard time. I'm not giving you gentlemen a hard time.
Yeah.
Not yet.
So I'm going to roll this window up, okay?
Okay.
I'd like to know...
Someone's alleged...
Let me speak for a moment, sir.
Go ahead.
No disrespect.
Yeah, go ahead.
I would like for you to articulate what crime you suspect me of committing or what crime you suspect me of about to commit.
No, we just have a reasonable suspicion to figure out what's going on here.
No, sir. So you don't get to detain me to figure out if I've committed a crime, sir. The law and the statute states, in order for you to detain me, you must have reasonable, articulable suspicion that either I have committed...
Yeah, we have probable cause.
What is your probable cause?
we got a complaint that we got that's a red.
That's not probable cause, sir. What crime do you suspect me of committing?
Stalking.
And you suspect me of committing
That's why I
stalking?
want to know. Were you anywhere near this? Near this?
I don't answer questions.
Do you know who she is?
I do not answer
But she
questions.
said she has no idea who
If you're going to articulate that you suspect me of committing a crime and have reasonul suspicion of
If you
that,
don't agree with it, if you don't agree with our probable cause,
your name and badge number,
Go
sir?
ahead. Sir, what's your name?
Your name and badge number, sir?
Well, you gonna remember?
But all of you are being recorded. I've got 4 cameras in this truck.
We got no
You're
problem.
required by policy to issue your name and badge number. I'm going to ask you what. I'm speaking to this gentleman right now. I'll get your name and badge number in a minute. Your name and badge number.
0051.
What's your name?
I just told you.
I didn't hear it because I'm sitting here
Well,
speaking to
you're
this
recording
gentleman.
it so you can pick it up later.
So I'm going to ask you once again. If you want to be a smartass about it, I'll file an internal affairs case on you.
I gave it to you once already.
I didn't
sir.
hear it. I'm asking you once again. So to extend some professional courtesy and treat me with the respect I deserve.
I did.
What is your name and badge number?
Well, here's
Hey,
the thing,
Libertino,
sir. I
badge
gave you
number
mine.
70051.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Deputy. Was that so hard?
No.
Your name and badge
That's
number,
the
sir.
second time.
When I give you my name and
Well,
badge number,
Can I have your name?
Name and badge number, sir.
Luke. Hang on.
I'd like to have your name, sir.
See, the thing is,
That's
sir,
a professional
the law
courtesy,
states
sir.
I don't have to give my name and information unless you suspect me of committing a
I
crime.
don't.
Then am I free to go? Because this
At
is
this
an
time.
illegal detainment.
At this time.
This is an illegal detainment.
Okay.
My attorney, Mr. Eric Friday, would love to bring up a civil lawsuit against you in the city for this illegal detainment.
Sir, we're not trying to upset you.
I'm not
We
upset.
had a radio call. Let me give you what
Go right
happened.
ahead, sir.
We got a radio call that a vehicle matching this description of your vehicle was harassing someone in a short sense. Okay. Don't know what's transpired. We don't know anything about it. Your car meets what we were told, and that's why we're questioning you.
Okay.
And that's very simple. All we need to do is just ask you your name and the car and where have you been.
May I
to-
ask how
to
my
verify
name
that.
is going to establish whether I've harassed someone or not?
Because you asked for our name. It would be nice to have your name as well.
It would be, but see, I don't.
And you don't have to give it.
I appreciate
now
you saying
because-
that, sir.
All right, you don't have to give it now, but we just like to know, so we can, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Would that be okay?
My name's Mike, sir. You can address
Mike?
me as Mike.
Okay, that's fine, Mike. That's a great beginning.
All right.
And the reason why is because, like I said, your car matches the description we were given.
I respect
Doesn't
that.
mean
I respect
you're guilty.
that. I respect that. You're
doesn't
talking
mean
to an
you're
ex-law
guilty.
enforcement officer, here, buddy.
All right, we're not saying you're guilty of anything. We didn't say that.
Then
We're not
you are illegally
intimating it.
detaining me. I asked the
sir.
last deputy that left what was his reason for stopping me. He didn't stop me for trafficking.
Did I just tell you
First of all,
now-
let me calm down. I
Did
shouldn't
I-
be yelling at you.
Thank you.
I shouldn't be doing
And
that.
I'm not yelling at you.
This
right?
deputy that stopped me, sir, did not articulate he was stopping me for a traffic violation. Then
No.
I asked him what his probable cause was, or what crime he suspected me of committing, or
No.
what reasonable crime, or reasonable
It's not the
suspicion.
case. The case is, as I stated, is that we had a description of a vehicle. Your vehicle matched that, and we're just here to
Okay.
determine, no, you're not the one, or yes, you are the one. Very
But see, the
simple.
law protects me. I don't have to
What-
answer
that-
questions.
no, what- Yes, sir.
Are you-
But
you
we're
said-
asking for your cooperation.
Mhm.
And can we get that cooperation?
I'm cooperating. The fact that I extend my rights doesn't mean I'm not cooperating, sir. Would you agree with
But
that, sir?
But I don't understand it. If you said you were an ex-law enforcement officer, and you understand that when somebody calls us and says, hey, this vehicle was following me, okay? And we stop you,
Okay.
and we ask you questions
Correct.
regarding you, either you did or you didn't,
Correct.
wouldn't you think a citizen, if they weren't doing anything wrong, would say, no, I'm not doing
But
that,
see,
or
sir,
whatever?
as a law enforcement officer, I realize how LEOs twist people's words.
No, we're not.
Let me finish speaking, okay?
Yes, please do.
They twist people's words. Any attorney, and all you three gentlemen will know, you don't
Lawyers
ever
do the same
speak
Stay
to
on
the
table,
cops.
Lou. I want to hear what he got to say.
You don't ever talk to cops. Never. You never talk to cops unless you're legally obligated to. Nothing good can come from that. I'm very well of my rights, very well aware of my rights. Now, I understand you're doing no fault with that. You are doing your job.
Okay.
And the mere fact that I'm exercising my legal rights does not make me uncooperative. Okay? Now, the fact that someone called you and said they're harassing doesn't give you the general order just to stop people.
No, that wasn't the reason why. Because a person in a vehicle that matched your description was doing that. We didn't
Okay.
say you were
Okay.
doing it.
Okay.
And that's what we're coming down to.
But how do you define harassing? Someone just called says they were harassing. Did you ask her what they did? Did you ask the person?
She said a red truck, pickup truck was following her since she came in town.
Is that a crime?
We haven't determined that. We just want to make sure.
Do you see where I'm going with this, sir? I mean, I understand these guys are doing their job, but do you see how this goes? I'm aware of my rights. You do not have, or excuse me, you have the right to ask me whatever question you want.
You're really enjoying this.
I'm not enjoying anything. You know what I am enjoying? How you officers fail to realize that those badges and those guns don't give you the right to violate other people's rights. Sir, you are. I've articulated to you that you are illegally detaining me. And because you choose to abuse your authority and not recognize that what I'm saying is a fact, you are illegally violating my rights.
To question you, to find out if you are the one or not the one that was violating this other woman's rights.
But I've made it clear, sir, I'm not going to answer questions. I've made it clear I'm not. You don't get to. Yes, sir. The fact that I'm exercising my rights does not mean I'm not cooperating, sir.
Yes, it does.
It does not. It absolutely does not. Now, if I was doing something against the law or resisting you in some manner...
We can't determine that.
But you don't get to question me so I can give you information so you can make a case or not a case. I'm not saying I am this person, I'm not saying I am not this person, but what you fail to realize is I do not have to speak to you, sir. And that does not give you the right to detain me until you get some information to charge me with a crime. You don't get to search and search until I say something or you twist something I say to use it against me. You gentlemen have a dangerous job. There is 19 unsolved murders in this city, okay? You've got much better things to do to fuck with me. Okay? I'm not a threat to anyone.
We're not here to fuck with you.
What? Sir, there's 5 cops here. The gentleman that pulled me, and if he had any reasonable articulate suspicion, is no longer here. I'm assuming, I don't know where he is or where he's gone. You 3 gentlemen have no first-hand information.
Yes,
no first-hand information. This officer that pulled me over said he spoke with some individual that says apparently I was doing something was classified as harassment.
That's not what we said. We didn't say
you didn't say that. I said that officer.
That your vehicle was told.
Now, were you here? See this camera here?
Yes.
That officer stood here and said he spoke to a woman that said I was harassing her and following her for days. I didn't say you 3. The black gentleman, the gentleman that was here a few moments ago, that has now left the scene. So once again, gentlemen, hold on. Let me calm down.
Go ahead.
Once again, gentlemen, if you have a reasonable articulate suspicion of me committing a crime or about to commit a crime, you have a right to detain me, ask me for my ID, which I will oblige you with, as I'm required by law. Short of that standard, you are illegally detaining me. I've asked to be free to go, and you're telling me until I give you some information, I'm not free to go. That is a violation of my rights, sir. Do you understand that?
Please willing to give us your ID. That's all I need.
You know what, guys? I would love to give it to you because I used to be one of them. But because I'm aware of my rights and because of my life experiences with law enforcement, I choose to exercise my rights. Not to be difficult, sir. You guys have much more better things. See, that's just it, because people don't know their rights. And because LEOs, I don't know you 3 gentlemen personally. I quit a department because I ratted out the crook cops that worked with me. Okay? I'm sick of it. The corruption is everywhere. Every single cop in this nation is a liar. All right? I used to be one of them.
And you're calling 3 of us liars.
Yes, sir. If you're going to stand here and tell me you've never falsified, twisted a report just for your benefit, or provided false information, or saw one of your fellow brothers in blue violate someone's rights, or do something wrong, by the mere fact of you withholding that information and not going to your supervisor makes you a liar.
I did not.
In your life, you've never, ever lied. You've never, ever lied in your entire life.
Well, that's something. Are you talking as a police officer or as a human being?
As a police officer, you've never lied in your life. Sir, you're allowed to lie in investigations. The Supreme Court has ruled you're allowed to lie. So your credibility just went out the window for me. I'm a certified interrogator, buddy. Don't sit here and play this game with me. You just lost your credibility. Now, any respectable person would say, of course I've lied. I've lied in the line of duty. I've lied in my personal life. Yes. I got more integrity in my finger, buddy, than you've got in your whole body.
Okay, sir, back to my original question
Yes,
when
sir.
I first got here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, are you following somebody?
I don't answer your question, sir.
Okay.
Am I free to go?
Yes, you're free to go.
Thank you.
Can police legally detain someone based solely on a third-party allegation? Under the Fourth Amendment, investigative detentions generally require specific, articulable facts supporting reasonable suspicion of criminal activity. Throughout this encounter, deputies rely on a reported complaint, while the driver repeatedly argues that exercising constitutional rights does not equal non-cooperation. Cases like this often raise important legal questions rather than simple answers. Subscribe to ID Refusal Pro and join thousands learning their rights with ID Refusal Pro.
How we doing? I'm gonna grab the dog.
How can I help you?
What are we doing parked here?
Am I parked illegally?
Okay, we've had several complaints. You're parked in your van with all the shades up. Partially covered window. Hold on. Right in front of a school. And all the kids are walking by. People are concerned with what you're doing here. I get it that you're legally parked, but not the greatest place if you just want to hang out. So you get why I'm here, right? A lot of parents. Many calls have come in.
I mean,
So, I'm contacting you to make sure you're not America's Most Wanted and what you're doing here.
No, I'm not America's Most Wanted.
What's that?
No, I'm not America's Most Wanted.
Okay, you got ID?
Have I committed a crime?
What's that?
Have I committed a crime?
Right now, no, you haven't.
Do you suspect me of having committed a crime?
It's a possibility. That's why I'm here. I'm conducting
What
an
crime
investigation.
What crime do you suspect me of having committed?
I do not know if you're casing for children in the area. I do not know if you're casing to burglarize houses. Okay. So that's why I'm here talking to you. Okay.
I can understand that.
Okay. So are we going to go round and round and round, or are you going to
No,
give me your information?
No. I would love to answer all your questions.
Okay.
I would just like to do so with my lawyer present. So this is my lawyer's contact information.
Okay, whatever.
I would be happy.
I don't call lawyers. I don't wait for them to come out.
I'm just letting you know that I would be happy to answer any and all of your questions with my lawyer present only.
Okay. So where's his office? Let's drive there then.
You can give them a call right here.
Okay. I don't do that because I don't know who that is. So you're going to give me information?
I'll give you my lawyer's information, and
Are you going to give me any of your information?
Not if I haven't committed a crime.
Then you need to leave.
For what purpose?
Because you're parked in front of a school zone, okay? And again, if you're not going to identify yourself and tell me who you are, we'll go round and round and round, but you need to leave this area if you want to park somewhere else. Okay?
So even though I'm not illegally parked, I'm just trying to get an understanding here, sir. So even though I'm not illegally parked, even though you don't suspect me of having committed a crime.
Well, that's why I'm here trying to figure out.
Well, you're...
And you're playing this game with me that you don't want to give me your information.
I'm not playing
Because if you haven't committed any crimes, and you're not America's Most Wanted, you don't have any warrants, you would say, sure, no problem, officer, here's my information, so we have no issues, I'll get your information, I'll run your record, make sure that you're not America's Most Wanted, and you won't let me finish talking, and then we'll be done.
I just understand what my rights are, and California is not a stop and identify state.
If I have a call, that they believe some kind of I suspect possible criminal activity, I'm here to investigate it, which means now you're detained, okay? Because I'm here. You were the one that was described. This is the van that was described. This is the license plate that was described.
Okay.
Is this your van?
Again, I'll be happy to answer any and all of your questions in the presence of my lawyer.
Do you just want to play this game all day?
No.
Because I'm here till midnight. We can sit here and do this all day.
We can do this as long as you like. I'm just stating for the 4th or 5th time, I would be happy to answer any and all of your questions in the presence of my lawyer.
And then I would be happy if you left.
Understandable. I will.
Are you going to leave?
Well, first I'm going to contact my lawyer as soon as I disengage
Why
with
is it
contact
that you're not?
from you.
Let me ask you a question. Why is it that you don't want to give me your information? Why?
Because I'm not required to by law.
If this is an investigation, you are.
And again, what crime do you suspect me of having committed? You can't. You've stated 2 or 3 times that you don't suspect me of having committed any crimes.
No, I didn't state that. I said, do you have? I don't know if you've committed a crime.
I asked you if you inspect.
Okay, listen. You're making everybody nervous in this neighborhood. I don't want to go around and around with you. If you live out of your van, fine. Okay? You need to park somewhere else, not in a school zone. Okay?
Okay.
Can you do that?
I am capable of doing so.
Are you going to move your van?
Yes, may I
Then we can finish talking.
May I get
Because I don't want to go around and around with you for 3 hours because you think you know the law better than I do.
I don't. I just understand my rights. Is it possible to get your name and badge number and this officer's
Yoder,
name and badge?
6706. Write it down.
And officer, what is your name and badge number?
Italian.
Italian?
7, yep.
4839?
Yep. 7057.
Oh, 7057 and A Italian?
Yep.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir.
Fine, you can leave.
I can't with you leaning on my vehicle. So you're going to stand here and watch me?
Yeah, till you leave. That way I know you left.
And I feel really intimidated right now.
If you want.
I'm
fine.
sorry?
You can file a complaint. You can feel intimidated, not intimidated.
I have a few complaints going on.
Can police legally require identification from someone who is parked lawfully but reported as suspicious? Under the Fourth Amendment, an investigative detention generally requires specific, articulable facts supporting reasonable suspicion of criminal activity. In this encounter, the officer focuses on community complaints and public safety, while the citizen argues that exercising constitutional rights does not create reasonable suspicion or a legal duty to identify. The legal outcome depends on whether the facts justified the detention under applicable law. Subscribe to ID Refusal Pro and join thousands learning their rights with ID Refusal Pro.
What's going on? Can I help you? No? So what are we doing? Stop filming? Yes. No. Alright, gentlemen, have a good day. You guys realize that the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that you do not, and it is not, a privilege of your freedoms to film us, right? You realize that, right? And the commissioner our duties. My question is why are you filming personal vehicles? One, I understand you can film our patrol cars. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that.
You don't understand much, though, so why don't you shut up and get back in your car and get out of here. Have a good one. I don't know what the maximum IQ is that's required, but there is a threshold. If your IQ is too high, you cannot get hired here.
Yeah. I don't know if he realizes it. If we can see it, we can film it. That is the craziest thing.
Stupid son of a...
Hey, try this door. This is the courthouse. I don't know if I'm walking out.
But as I understand it, you don't understand it.
Yeah.
That was funny how you said you understand it. Stupid ass.
I don't know, man. Was that her?
Yeah.
It was. Only thing I'm worried about now is
No, I'm just getting some video of the area. Thank you, though. Appreciate it. Is this the court?
This is the clerk's office.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just making sure I'm not totally lost.
You are not lost at all.
Thanks.
this is the court right here. Yeah, they got it locked. Let's go check out the other vehicles. That might be locked too, man.
Yeah. Police department. Hey.
said. He's like,
You do not, and it is not a privilege of your freedoms to film us, right?
oh my gosh.
What an idiot. Beware of dog. Oh, okay. That's their dog that they taught to lie. Hey, puppy. You're such a nice puppy. I don't know if it's a dog or a pig.
Hey, hey, do you know if the department is still pulling people over outside of the jurisdiction?
I don't know anything about that kind of stuff.
Okay, you don't really necessarily work with the police department at all, really, huh?
Well, we're the court clerks. I mean, we're part of the town.
Yeah.
But we're not on the street and that kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
she and I, and we deal with the tickets, that kind of thing.
And so when they're issuing tickets, they have to put on the ticket where they pulled them over at, right,
Yeah,
or where the
they
stop
do.
was made.
Mhm.
So has it been a consistent thing where their stops are made outside of the jurisdiction?
Yeah, I don't.
Don't know.
Yeah, I could just take your name and number, and you can talk to the chief.
Okay. How many officers work for this department?
We have 13.
13? You guys do 12-hour shifts or
No, they're 8-hour shifts.
8? Okay, 3 8s?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll probably just do open records requests. Can I do those online?
No, we don't have it online, but I have a form.
Okay, I'll just take that, and then what I'll do is because I'm sure I'm going to need to do a whole bunch. So what I'll do is I'll just make my own copies once I figure out exactly how many I need to do and mail them in. So.
Not a problem.
So how many officers are on duty right now? Do you know?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Okay. It's public information though. I mean, I could go and.
Yeah, it's an officer safety issue. Yeah.
I understand what you're trying to say, and you know, officer safety is kind of just a broad thing that makes it so that officers get to do whatever they want.
We don't give information about our officers out.
Okay, as far as how many are on duty at any given time, though, I can get that via public records request. I just thought it'd be easier if you could tell me.
I just.
Okay, okay. All right. What was your name?
My name is Talina.
Talina? All right. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Talina.
You guys have a great day.
You too. For officer safety, we can't tell you how many thugs we have on the road.
Officer safety. Well, that's usually when they run.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a public information request right now for which officers are on duty at the moment.
Awesome.
Or, you know what, I'm going to... Do you have a pen? I'm going to go ahead and just fill one out right now for... And then if I can get one more to take with me to make copies of.
You can. So are you guys part of like the First Amendment audit?
We do all kinds of stuff. I cover things all over the place. Second Amendment, First Amendment, all kinds of police misconduct. And there's been a lot of it here in this city, allegedly.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's always so hard to get these open records requests, you know, to get information.
No, you can request records anytime.
Right, I understand I can request them anytime, just like I can ask you how many officers are on duty. But it's like it's like pulling teeth though, trying to get some of these records where, you know, a lot of times some of the allegations could be thrown out immediately if we could get clear.
Anytime that we have a records request, it's processed.
Right, but without filling out the paper, just standing here and asking you how many officers are on duty, you know,
Yeah,
we
just don't give that. That for officer safety, we don't give that.
Even though you'll have to give it when I write up on the form and ask for it.
No, I don't.
Right, but they do.
Yeah.
And
that's
so
for them to do, not for me to do. It's outside of my job scope, and I don't.
You understand though how that's kind of it's just. You know the information is public, you know we can have it, and so to make us fill out a form just kind of makes it that much more difficult to get information.
You're trying to say that I'm being difficult. I've not been anything.
I'm not saying you are specifically. Maybe you're following a policy that it's the.
It is our policy.
Right, and so what I'm saying is the policy is difficult.
Yeah,
I'm not blaming it on you.
I can't do anything about the
Okay,
policy.
all right. Yeah, I'm not trying to throw the blame on you. I'm saying, but the policy is difficult. It's more difficult than it needs to be.
It has nothing to do with me, I can tell you that.
Right. So I'm not going to put my home address there. I've been retaliated against by police plenty of times before.
Just fill
I'll leave
out whatever you choose to fill out, and I'll turn it in.
Yeah. But I'll make sure I have contact information on there for you guys to. Hey, how you doing?
It's gonna take them just a minute.
I can do this out. You got business here?
Yes, he does.
I can do it outside if you've got business here. Oh, okay.
Oh, what are you taking that? Oh, your license.
I'm recording though, so if you want, I can take it outside while you're doing your business. So, I'm gonna go ahead and leave that there. Thank you.
Across these 3 encounters, the common theme is not simply ID refusal or First Amendment audits, but the importance of understanding where constitutional rights, police authority, and clear communication intersect. In video 1, public recording policies collided with constitutional arguments. We rate the citizen A for remaining generally calm and persistent, and the officials C+ for inconsistent explanations. In video 2, the dispute centered on reasonable suspicion and identification under Virginia law. We rate the citizen A for consistently articulating his position, while the officer C struggled to clearly explain the legal basis during the exchange. In video 3, officers relied on Pennsylvania v. Mims to order a passenger from the vehicle, while the teenager repeatedly questioned the order. We rate the officers B for citing recognized case law, and the teenager C+ because repeated resistance and confrontational language prolonged the encounter. The strongest outcome in every encounter is knowledge, not escalation. Continue learning with the next video on your screen. Explore the entire ID Refusal Pro library and subscribe to ID Refusal Pro and join thousands learning their rights with ID Refusal Pro.